Hello, Leah. Zareen from Insight Readings with your insights for the month of 20. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the views as well. It inspires me to carry on doing this each month, and I have great gratitude for that. I'd like to invite guides in now for our reading. So, guardians of the four corners, angels, and ancient ones, ancestors, and sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here now. Thank you for your clarity, your wisdom, and your discernment for the message or messages for Leo for the month of 20. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Amen. Okay, dear, so let's see where we go with our reading. And we already have cards flipped over. Well, there we have the three cards that I wanted. So we have the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Star. So the Star only comes after the Tower, and yeah, this is like the Tower. So the Star comes after a disaster or something that has been really difficult. It's also the card of Aquarius. So let me just get some insight on this. Sorry, I also wanted to do this. Wanted to put some sound with this. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is definitely a difficult energy to navigate through, feeling betrayed in a sense or backstabbed. It's significant conflict. It's difficulties of a nature that is really hurtful sometimes or negative. Swords is difficult energy. We have the storm. We have the person that has been stabbed. He's been in a fight, a war. We see his helmet lying there, but he's left for dead because the last sword has been cast. So it is the ending of a cycle that has been very difficult. Advice from Spirit is Eight of Pentacles. So this is sort of the closure of something that's difficult, not easy. It could be written words, spoken words as well, because of swords. It's intellect and intellectual energy, air energy. We have the Eight of Pentacles, which is working hard on something, putting your skills to work, sacrificing something because you're giving so much energy to something that you perfecting. He's molding these stars out of gold, and he has to melt that gold. He has to stand in front of that furnace, and it's by blood, sweat, and tears that he has to work with something that is hot to make something beautiful and significant to last. So Eight of Pentacles is around something tangible. It's earthy, it's money, it's finances, it's your career. And it bodes very well for finances. So if there's been something that's come to an end around something you've been working very hard on to move forward, is healing, finally. This card is about being completely vulnerable. She's completely naked here. She's dipping her toe in water, just the toe, not the foot. Yeah, she's kneeling on the earth. So she's grounded. And she's touching the emotions, just touching it and letting go of emotions that doesn't serve her anymore. Because those jugs are emotions, primordial waters, things that are in your life. Because she knows the universe is going to fill that. She's been guided by the stars here. And she has faith that Spirit will guide her. It is a major arcana card. It's card number 8, which is also an 8. There's something that is significant. 8 is a powerful number. And the star, as I say, only comes after the Tower. So something brutal has ended or is ending and is coming to a closure that you've worked very hard on to try and build something, to learn something, to perfect something. But here is your guidance, your healing, your forward movement. It could be in the time of Aquarius, when the sun moves in Aquarius, that this comes through, even though it isn't of a reading. Or it could be the season of Aquarius, which is labor into middle, well, the middle of into middle of no, that's Capricorn. The sign of Aquarius is, I know, worry, just confirm that. 20th of February. So there could be significant change in whatever this is from the 20th all round that Aquarius time, which is the 20th of February to the 18th of February. It could be in that because Spirit is giving me that as well. Aquarius seems to play a big part in this. Now remember, Leo, Aquarius is your opposite. I don't know if we're going to have a full moon or a new moon in there. I haven't checked it yet. But the opposite axis of Leo is Aquarius. So this is quite significant. So let's get some more clarity on this, Spirit. Thank you. Just 2 cards, please, for each of these. So the Ten of Swords. What is the betrayal or the difficulty or the closure of some extreme form of conflict or hurt, betrayal that Leo is dealing with, difficulty? So it could be paperwork, it could be speech. There is another 10. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is closure of something for sure. This is Pin, this is fate and destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is another major arcana card saying that it's done. Something is fixed. This is something you came basically to live, and because the universe brings in the major arcana cards. And it was pinned to that wheel of life, as the wheel turns, as the moon cycles, as the planets cycle. This is the time for that cycle to come to closure and for something new to begin, because 10 is the combination, but the beginning, the moon. So there are a lot of secrets here or hidden knowledge, something that you're not fully aware of, choices that need to be made, but you only have part of the facts. The moon mirrors, she's not the sun that shines. The moon mirrors reflected light. So you have to face your fears in a sense here through something that has been quite brutal. And we see this crayfish sort of coming out of the depths of the sea of emotions, the deep darkness, the dark night of the soul, where it feels protected in its environment. It is a sea water creature, and it has to have the courage to walk this long path between, I think it's a fox and a wolf, or a wolf and a dog. But the fear is, will the wolf eat me? Or is there loyalty or injustice here? Will he be eaten, or will the dog take him to the other end in a loyal sense? In this deck, we have a dog and a wolf. So it's facing your fears with a choice and a decision that has to be made, that will be made, because this is fate and destiny. This is part of life. It's a cycle that changes. And there you get exactly the same card, working hard towards a goal. Being the entrepreneur, perfecting something that you want to bring you tangible value. So maybe working hard in your workplace or on a job, on a project, and having to sacrifice a lot to do that. Because if you're putting all your time and energy in something else is suffering. You might not have time to go out or to have something fun because you're just focused on work. But because of that, there's a reward. There's something real that's been built up, something that's dependable. And there you have a legacy card. Legacy, money, finance, settlement, something that you can pass on to future generations, inheritance, abundance in a tangible way, maybe property. But this is long term. And another 10. So working hard towards having something that brings abundance and fulfillment in a tangible financial way. And our last card, there we have Temperance, which is the card of Sagittarius. The moon is the card of Pisces, by the way. It could be somebody that you're dealing with, if that means anything, or that season. I think that season could have started something. And here we have Temperance, which is the card of Sagittarius. There might be Sagittarius as well in your life. And then we have the Lovers, which is a Gemini, so that could also be significant. It is a general reading, so put it in the situation you find yourself in. But there could be guidance from these type of people, health, hope, healing. But Temperance is about blending the primordial waters, where she's throwing them out here because she doesn't need those emotions that don't serve her anymore. She's rebellious, she's carefree, she's has her goals on something else. Yeah, whatever's filled those cups now is being mixed, being the alchemist of your life, blending and mixing without a care, knowing that you're being guided. There's a star in the forehead where the stars are in the sky there. Now, standing up, not on your knees, standing up, being grounded between your emotions and something that is real and solid, and having the sunlight on your back, not the moon anymore, and the stars. Now we have the sunshine on your back, this long road you've walked already, being flexible, being understanding, being long-term orientated, long goal orientated, planning for the bigger picture. And then the Lovers is a significant choice, or it could be a significant relationship that comes into the situation. The Lovers is about a choice and about possibly working with somebody else. It could be a partnership. It could be with regards to a relationship that heals and becomes more temperate and moderate because of dreams and wishes. There's healing that comes into it. That's a possibility as well. This blends quite well with that because Temperance or Sagittarius, the season is very close as well. That's sort of from the 22nd of November to the 21st of November. So I would say, even though this is a reading, middle through to next year, there's significant change here about choices that are made possibly around career or in finances or lineage or settlement, something tangible. It seems to be career orientated and maybe a partnership that is significant. But there's something that's fixed here and an ending of something that has been quite brutal and extremely difficult to navigate through. Please let me know how that resonates for you and in what part of your life. It's so interesting to share that with people and to understand how Spirit speaks. Okay, so how does this brutal energy come to with the work? Feeling dead maybe from all the work. And here we have face your fears. What did I say about the moon? And that's what's there. Swamp. You're in a swamp. A swamp almost drowns one. And having to face your fears. It did come out in reverse. We'll read that and see how that resonates. And, the swamp is also water. So maybe emotions that we don't have cups here at all. So maybe the emotions are completely, and then snow, awakening dreams. And that came out the right way around. Swamp could be water that's stagnant, emotions that are stagnant, because of this hardship. But let me pause as well. I found these two to read. Leo. Okay, so we have swamp in reverse, and it says, face your fears. And it says here, fears are dictating your actions. Fear makes us passive. It can even victimize us. Do not give in to them. Do what you know is right. If things aren't working, make the necessary changes. Taking action and handling what ensues is how you develop faith in your spirit. You are bogged down, having difficulty taking action and making the changes that are necessary. Often this is due to fear of the unknown. The old adage of better the devil you know than the one you don't isn't at play here. But it is false. It holds things unnaturally in place. So that is this difficulty. And then, if it is a career or something that you're giving all your time to, that could be what's bogging you. If it's a relationship, whatever it is, use your intuition. And then snow and awakening dreams with a star and two further major. I mean, yes, that is three major arcana cards, and here are two major arcanas under something that is significant. I just want to say also, Temperance is the card. And here you've suffered something that was a tower moment. So after 10 is death. Before is death, which is so there's something that has to end, or will end, or is ending that has been difficult. It just is what it is. And here we have snow, awakening dreams, and that was the right way up. And it says soft, quiet, and beautiful. There's something almost sacred about the first snow of the year. It touches the blessed keep of our dreams, a place where the heart and soul entwine. When it snows, we look up to watch its flakes fall. We gift our gaze to soft wonders. We lift our gaze to soft wonders, and our dreams awaken. Once you believed that anything was possible, and deep inside a part of you still believes that. Dreams remind us of our possibilities, and your dreams are being stirred once more. There now is the time to pursue them. What a beautiful message as well. Leah, I think you've carried significant difficulty, and it's karmic cycles that we go through. Yeah, but it's closure of that cycle. There's no need for that to be there anymore, and it's time to move on. Because I can tell you, the card that comes after the moon is the sun, which is growth, and that is between here. So that's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so Leah, please let me know where that resonates for you, and thank you once again. Oh wait, I want to do one more for you. One more. This seems to be a long reading, and I didn't want it to be long, but Spirit has a significant message for you around finances, pentacles, legacies, settlements, payments, closures, and new beginnings. 4, there's your stability. It seems to be a relationship that's quite painful, because we see her with the rose, love, but there's blood there. So there's something that is painful, but it is a 4. So there's stability, there's structure, there's formation, something that is building up here. And it says amaranth longing. Amaranth longing. It's about martyrdom, regret over past mistakes. Got to face that. And it says you may feel after a long personal journey that you've had to make sacrifices in order to change things. Although your journey has been long and at times difficult, life often works out for the best, even though you may be questioning the motives of others. And if this has all been in vain, there's a sense you may be feeling unfocused, lost, unloved, and uncertain of which path you should now take. The stability of what you once were familiar with will now change. Spirit is saying that continually. And although you feel fearful of the changes ahead, moving forward can only be a good thing. This is a time of no regrets, as looking back serves no purpose. Use the negative aspects of past experience as your greatest lessons, and gain strength from this. It is said life never throws us more than we can handle. This is your time to show the world what you are truly made of. And Leo, by goodness, you are such a fixed, solid, tenacious sign. Remember who you are. And Spirit will guide you as well. With these major arcanas here, there is big changes. I wish you well, and thank you for sharing with me how difficult and how successfully you navigate through this. Thank you, and go well.